Tutorial 1.2. Choosing your operating system. The cheapest way to almost double the rendering speed of your laptop is to install Linux. With a free open source operation system Linux, you can reduce Blender rendering time with 30 to 50%. This is because Linux is a much cleaner and smaller system compared to Microsoft Windows or Mac. There are many different versions and updates of Linux, so you might want to do some research which version to choose. You might prefer Linux Mint because it is a very popular Linux version and the layout is very similar to Windows. Linux Mint Driver Manager allows you to install your graphic card smoothly, and there are many support groups and YouTube tutorials to help you with any issue you might have installing Linux. Outside speed, the other big advantage of Linux is that, just like Blender, it provides every program you need for your daily work for free. There is no need for any expensive Microsoft or Apple programs. The GIMP replaces Photoshop, LibreOffice replaces Microsoft Office. You can use Brave as a browser, Sublime Text for programming, Rhythmbox, Pulse Audio and Audacity for sound recording, Peak to do screen capturing and many more. Most of the files of these programs are compatible with Microsoft or Apple programs. One of the programs to highlight is KolourPaint. This is a pixel drawing tool that you probably will use many times a day to manipulate images that are used in Blender like textures. You will also use it to add text or other After Effects on the images generated by Blender. Links to these programs and installation tutorials are in the description below. You can run Linux parallel to Windows or Mac on one system, but I wouldn't advise to do so. It is scary to delete everything on your hard drive and install Linux, so always make a proper backup before you format your hard drive and install Linux. It is also sensible to first install Linux on a second system, so you can start learning to work with Linux there and secure all your personal files before you format the hard drive on your main computer. In very rare cases there might be an issue with Linux. I remember one Alienware system that just didn't want to connect to the internet when it was running Linux, so test everything well before you commit. Also keep in mind that some very special buttons or fancy keypads might not work because there are no proper Linux drivers for it. In the end, a Blender professional should primarily care about reducing costs, increasing working speed and not being depending on any software company. That is why Linux is likely the best choice for you as a Blender professional. I hope you can use this advice and hope to see you soon in the next tutorial.